What's up guys, in today's ActiveCampaign tutorial I will show you how to use the most powerful email marketing tool out there, ActiveCampaign. So to get started, simply just head over to the ActiveCampaign website. I will also leave you a link for that down below. Once you are right here, just put in your email address and click on get started. Once you are right here, you will then have to put in your name as well as phone number. And then you will have to personalize your platform by going over some simple questions. Now, really it doesn't matter too much which you're going to take here either way. However, I'm just going to go through these. And if you are actually migrating from another CRM or email marketing tool, you can also select that right here. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to click on next step, and now we will have to confirm our email. And this is how the dashboard is going to look like. On the left you are going to see an overview of all of the different sections of your ActiveCampaign dashboard, and then on the bottom left you can see the settings as well as your profile. Now to get started, I would recommend you to head over to the settings, and right here under domains, make sure to actually add a professional domain onto your ActiveCampaign dashboard so that your emails are going to look professional. Once you've did so, you can get started by heading over to the contact section right here. Basically, if you do want to, you can just import your contacts from an already existing mail provider. So right here, you can then just either import this using a CSV file, or you can actually just directly connect other services onto ActiveCampaign. You can see them on screen right here. So I've now added my CSV file, and now we will have to map all of the data. So right here, we will then have to actually select the according data fields so that everything is going to be stored successfully. You can then actually also select a list that this should get imported to, and you can also add tags. So for example, we could say that the tag is going to be imported right here, and now we know that all of the contacts inside this list do have the tags imported. So now we can actually also go over the import options. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to import them, and as you can see, this now is going to take a couple of seconds. Alright, perfect, and now our example contacts have been imported. Now, as I've already mentioned, you can actually set up tags to subdivide these contacts. This is useful because if you, for example, do have thousands of contacts, it obviously can get messy quite fast. So by using tags, you can actually subdivide your email contacts into different kind of niches, interests, and so on. And you can actually also set up tags depending on how active an email subscriber is, but more on that in just a second. So now once we've set up our email contacts, we can then actually head over to the email campaign section. So basically by using the ActiveCampaign campaign builder, you can easily just create your normal email marketing campaigns. So I'm just going to leave this as new campaign, and we are then going to have a couple of different options. Most of the time you are going to use the standard one. However, you can actually also set up split testing or an autoresponder. I'm just going to click on next for now, and now we will have to put in the subject line as well as the pre-header. Alright, perfect, I've now just added the text onto this, and you can actually also personalize your emails by using this lighting right here, and you can then basically insert the fields of your subscribers. So in this case, this is then going to say, hey Harry, hey John, hey, I don't know, and this is basically just a way of personalizing your email. Now, once you are done with setting the subject line, we can get into the creation part of the actual email. So right here, you are then going to have tons of different wireframes which you can use depending on your own options. Additionally, you can actually also select any of the pre-made design templates, which I'm actually going to do right now. Let's just say that we are going to use this one right here to give you guys a better overview on how this is going to work. Alright, so this right here would be your email, and to now customize certain elements, we would just have to select them, and now we are going to see all of the different settings on the right. Now, additionally, you can also just create new elements. You can do this by first of all adding a structure. So I'm just going to drop this right here, and then we will have to actually add blocks onto these structures. So in this case, I'm then just going to, for example, add an image onto the left, and then onto the right, I'm going to add a simple text section. Obviously, this is just an example, and you will have to customize this, but this is essentially how you are going to add new elements. And now to actually customize this, we can either select the structure, so basically the parent, and we can then change the padding. So let's just say that we are also going to add a padding onto the bottom, and we can then actually also change the background color to actually match the overall aesthetic of this email, and we can then further customize this by setting an image, changing the text, and so on. Once you are ready, just click on next right here on the top right, and this is then going to save everything. Now we are going to see an overview of what our email is going to look like, and all which we will have to do is selecting the recipients, so basically just a list, and we can then either schedule or just instantly send our email. Now, additionally, make sure that tracking and automations is available, and make sure to tick both of these things right here so that you are going to get full insights onto how your emails are going to perform. Additionally, we can also create websites on ActiveCampaign. These most of the time are just going to be opt-in pages for the emails. So right here you can then simply just create a sign-up form. We can select the form style and so on. And we can then select the form action. So in this case, I'm going to select subscribe to a list and then just going to select my master contact list. And we could then, for example, say that we should also add a tag onto the contact, and the tag could then say sign up form. And I'm then just going to create this form, and we can now actually also customize this. Now, as for the actual customization process, this is going to be pretty straightforward. You can just see all of the forms right here, and if you do want to add new custom fields onto this, you can simply just drag them onto this, and we can then actually go ahead and customize that. We can say that this is required. We can change the field header, default text, and so on. Now, the by far best feature on ActiveCampaign are their automations, so let's go over that quickly right now. Now, as you can see right here, basically you can use automations to create all sorts of different things and to basically automate all sorts of different workflows. So these can start from actually setting workout goals for your fitness coaching to actually sending engagement coupon emails. And basically you are going to have thousands, I think, of different templates available, which you can right away use with an ActiveCampaign. However, you can actually also simply start from scratch, and you can actually create all sorts of automations which you want to for your email marketing business. So right here, first of all, we will then have to select a trigger. You are going to have tons of different options for this. So I'm just going to say that this is going to start when someone is going to subscribe to an email list, and we can then actually add actions onto this. So we can, for example, send an email, send a side message, send a transactional email. We can, for example, also send an SMS, or we can actually set up conditions. We can say that, okay, this should actually update the contact. We can actually add deals inside the CRM of ActiveCampaign, and you can actually also integrate Salesforce onto this. So I'm just going to send an email right now, and you can then actually set the email name, and you can then either design your email using a template or by starting with a past campaign. And then you can basically continue this by adding new conditions, sending options, and so on. Now, ActiveCampaign really is the best and most powerful email marketing tool out there. So if you guys do want to get started with ActiveCampaign, I will leave you a link for a free trial down below. Thank you for watching. That's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.